whose fault do you think it was that the business was bad more? Was it Dusty's booking decisions or Jim Crockett's poor business decisions, or a combination of
It was
both?
a lot of things. They were fighting an uphill fight, and they did pretty well for a couple of years. I mean, they had the better talent, but they had so many disadvantages, you know, in the sense of Vince had the better TV at the time. Vince was in New York, they were in Charlotte. They tried to move to Dallas, you know, but it really wasn't a Dallas-based promotion. They ended up spending a lot of money, and they went with they had this great talent, but they went with the pat hand in the same matches over and over again, and you can't do that for a long period of time, so it's going to go down. So some of it was the booking and not mixing new people in, but they were still fighting an uphill battle the whole time. I mean, the fact that they were able to go equal to Vince, especially when Vince had Hogan, in some cities for a long time, is really a credit. But they didn't have the money to compete with Vince, and inevitably, you know, the Turner thing. Now the Turner thing, you know, they should have beaten Vince. They had the money and they had the resources to beat Vince, and they didn't beat Vince because, you know, at the beginning they didn't really try to beat Vince. At the beginning they were just trying to keep wrestling on television and just be number two and not lose money. And by not losing money, they ended up losing a ton of money. Then they ended up being very successful when they really started fighting Vince, and then they self-destructed.
Did they actually ever have a year of profits?
They had probably 2 or 3 years of
2 years
profits.
of profits.
Yeah. I think 96, 97, 98 were all profitable, and then 99 it started going down.
What was the biggest loss year? We've heard a lot of numbers.
62, and that would be 2000.
62 million.
Yeah, in 2000.
And so that would have been a combination of Bischoff and Russo booking? Or?
They were there at one point. The die was already cast before. And they were just on the way down. I mean, the mistakes started being made in '98, and the whole year of '99 was a disaster. But the first half or 2/3 of the first half or so of '99, just because they had so much momentum, they were actually still making money, but the thing was going down at a fast rate. And then by the end of '99, they were in the bottom, and they couldn't dig their way out.
And you always hear, and I don't really like this excuse, that it was Ted Turner going out of power that ultimately put it out of business. But would they have kept it in business if it had been making money?
Of course they would have.
Yeah.
It'd be in business today if it was a profitable thing. It was doing the ratings at the peak. That you would never take a show that was doing that kind of ratings off it. The ratings nosedived, the attendance nosedived. You know, again, they lost $60 million, and in those days, you know, wrestling wasn't the type of a business where a Turner Broadcasting is going to go, oh yeah, we're fine with losing $60 million with this kind of ratings, and the ratings were nosediving. It just was, you know, lawsuits. It was just a disaster. So I mean, that's what killed it.